33. Heresy deludes the true nature. Primal spirit helps the native mind. We were telling you about that fiend who hauled 8 rules into the cave, crying, "Elder brother, we caught one." Delighted, the old demon said, "Bring him here for a look." "Isn't this the one?" said the second demon. "Brother," said the old demon, "you caught the wrong one. This monk is useless." 8 rules at once jumped at this opportunity and said, "Great king, please release a useless monk and let him go. It's a crime." "Elder brother," said the second demon, "don't release him. Even if he's useless, he is part of the Tang monk's company, and he's called Xiyouji 8 rules. Let's soak him thoroughly in the pure water pool in the back. When the bristles are plucked and the hide is peeled after the soaking, we can pickle him with salt and sun him dry. He'll be a good appetizer with wine on a cloudy day." When 8 rules heard these words, he said, "What rotten luck. I've met up with a monster who traffics in pickled food." The little fiends hauled 8 rules inside and threw him into the water, and we shall speak of him no further. We tell you now about Tripitaka sitting before the slope. His ears became flushed and his heart began to pound. Growing very restless, he called out, "Wukong, why is it that Wu Neng has taken so long to patrol the mountain this time and hasn't returned?" Pilgrim said, "Master still doesn't know anything of how his mind works." "How does it work?" asked Tripitaka. "Master," said Pilgrim, "if this mountain truly has monsters, he will find it difficult to advance even half a step. Instead, he will run back to report to us with all sorts of exaggerations. I suppose, however, that there are no monsters, and he must have gone ahead directly when he found the road quiet and safe." "If he really has gone ahead," said Tripitaka, "where shall we meet him?" "This a wild, mountainous region, not like somewhere in a village or town." Pilgrim said, "Don't worry, master, please mount up. That idiot is rather lazy, and without doubt he moves very slowly. Urge your horse a little and we'll certainly catch up with him to proceed together again." The Tang monk indeed climbed on his horse. As Sha monk pulled the luggage, Pilgrim led the way in front to ascend the mountain. We tell you now, instead, about the old fiend, who said to the second demon, "Brother, if you have caught 8 rules, there must also be the Tang monk somewhere. Go and patrol the mountain again, and make certain that you don't miss him." "At once. At once," said the second demon, who immediately called up some 50 little fiends to go patrol the mountain with him. As they journeyed, they saw auspicious clouds and luminous ether circling. The second demon said, "Here comes the Tang monk." "Where is he?" asked the various little fiends. The second demon said, "Auspicious clouds will alight on the head of a virtuous man, whereas the black ether emitted from the head of a wicked man will rise up to the sky. That Tang monk is actually the incarnation of the elder gold cicada, a virtuous man who has practiced austerities for 10 existences. That's why he is encircled by these auspicious clouds." Those little fiends, however, still could not perceive where the monk was. Pointing with his finger, the second demon said, "Isn't that he?" Immediately, Tripitaka on the horse shuddered violently. The demon pointed again, and Tripitaka shuddered once more. This went on for 3 times, and Tripitaka grew very anxious, saying, "Disciples, why am I shuddering like this? You must have an upset stomach," said Sha monk. "And that's why you are feeling the chill." "Nonsense," said Pilgrim. "Going through this tall mountain and rugged cliff must have made Master rather apprehensive, that's all. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Let old monkey put on a show for you with my rod to calm your fears somewhat. Dear Pilgrim." Whipping out his rod, he began to go through a sequence of maneuvers with the rod as he walked before the horse, up and down, left and right. The thrusts and parries were made in perfect accord with the manuals of martial arts. What the elder saw from the horse was a sight incomparable anywhere in the world. As Pilgrim led the way toward the west, the monster, who was watching on top of the mountain, almost fell over with fear. Scared out of his wits, the monster blurted out, "I have heard about Pilgrim's son for several years, but today I know that this is no false rumor." Drawing closer to him, the various fiends said, "Great king, why do you magnify the determination of others to diminish your own authority? Of whom are you boasting?" "Pilgrim's son," said the second demon, "truly possesses vast magical powers. We won't be able to eat the Tang monk." "Great king," said the fiends, "if you don't have the abilities, let a few of us go and report to the great king. Ask him to call up all the fighters, young and old, of our cave, and we will all join to form a solid battle front. You fear that he'll be able to escape then? Can't you all see that iron rod of his?" asked the second demon. "It's powerful enough to vanquish 10,000 foes. We have but 400 or 500 soldiers in the cave, and they won't be able to take even a single stroke of his rod." The fiends said, "If you put it that way, the Tang monk certainly will not be our food. Doesn't that mean that we have also made a mistake in seizing Xiyouji 8 rules? Let's return him to the monks. We haven't quite made a mistake," said the second demon. "Nor should we send him back so easily. In the end, we are determined to devour the Tang monk, but we can't do it just yet. If you put it that way," said the fiends. "Should we wait for a few more years?" The second demon said, "No need for a few more years. I perceive now that that Tang monk must be sought for with virtue and not be taken by violence. If we want to use force to catch him, we won't be able to get even a whiff of him. The only way we can move him is to feign virtue, so that his mind will be made to fuse with our minds, in the process of which we shall plot against him, exploiting the very virtue of his." The fiends said, "If the great king wants to devise a plan to catch him, will you want to use us? Each of you may return to our camp," said the second demon. "But you are not permitted to report this to the great king. If you disturb him and leak the news, my plan may be ruined. I have my own power of transformation, and I can catch him." The various monsters dispersed. The demon by himself leapt down from the mountain. Shaking his body by the road, he changed into an aged Taoist. How was he dressed, you ask? You see, a shining star-patterned cap, and tousled whitish hair, a feathered gown wrapped in silk sash, and sandals tied with yellow core. Nice features and bright eyes like a man divine. A light, healthy body as the age stars. Why speak of the blue buffalo Taoist? He's as strong as white tablet master. A specious form disguised as the true form. Falsehood feigning to be the honest truth. By the side of the main road, he masqueraded himself as a Taoist with a bloody, broken leg, whimpering constantly and crying, "Save me! Save me!" We were telling you about Tripitaka, who, relying on the strength of great sage Sun and Sha monk, was proceeding happily when they heard repeatedly the cry, "Master, save me!" When this reached the ears of Tripitaka, he said, "My goodness! My goodness! There is all around not a single village in the wilderness of this mountain. Who could it be that's calling? It must be, I suppose, someone terrified by the tiger or the leopard." Reining in his fine horse, the elder called out, "Who is the person facing this ordeal? Please show yourself." The fiend crawled out of the bushes and at once banged his head on the ground without ceasing, facing the elder's horse. When Tripitaka saw that it was a Taoist, and an elderly one at that, he felt sorry for him. Dismounting at once, he tried to take hold of him with his hands, saying, "Please get up. Please get up." The fiend said, "It hurts. It hurts." When Tripitaka released his hold, he discovered that the man's leg was bleeding. "Oh master," said the startled Tripitaka, "where did you come from? How is it that your leg is wounded?" With clever speech and specious tongue, the fiend answered falsely, saying, Master, west of this mountain is a clean and secluded temple, of which I am a Taoist. Tripitaka said. Why are you not tending the incense and fires, or rehearsing the scriptures and the rituals in the temple? Why are you walking around here? A patron at the southern part of this mountain, said the demon, invited the Taoists to pray to the stars and distribute the blessings day before yesterday. Last night my disciple and I were walking home when we ran into a ferocious striped tiger in a deep canyon. It seized my disciple and dragged him away in its mouth, while your terrified Taoist, madly attempting to flee, broke his leg when he fell on a pile of rocks. I couldn't even find my way back. But it must be a great heavenly affinity that caused me to meet Master today, and I beseech you in your great compassion to save my life. When I get to our temple, I will repay your profound kindness, even if it means selling myself into slavery. When Tripitaka heard these words, he thought they were the truth and said to him, O Master, we two belong to the same calling. I am a monk and you're a Taoist. Though our attire may differ, the principles in cultivation, in the practice of austerities, are the same. If I don't save you, I shouldn't be ranked among those who have left the family. But though I intend to save you, I see that you can't walk. I can't even stand up, said the fiend. So how can I walk? All right, said Tripitaka. I can still walk. I'll let you take my horse for this distance. When you get to your temple, you can return the horse to me. The fiend said. Master, I'm grateful for your profound kindness, but my inner thigh is hurt. I can't ride. Tripitaka said. I see. And he said to Sha Monk,